My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Curse of the Dead Gods. Alright. Which of these do we want to be starting with? Blazing Blade, Whip, Slaver's Mace, finishes deal critical damage as well as the Ceremonial Dagger. We also start with a heavy weapon on that? Sure, let's take this loadout here. Let's take that loadout and then roll out. Actually, let me check if I can buy another Divine Favor yet. 20. Okay, no. So what mission are we going to do now? Because I don't think we should continue with events. I could try and do Darkest Explorer. Dark souls know when to embrace darkness. Flee the light as it makes you more vulnerable than ever. Find refuge in the shadows by taming fire with your dark powers. So you're supposed to turn out the lights. No one tell Enrique Iglesias? I think? Are we trying to figure out who sang that song? You know, the don't turn out the lights. Something. I can only remember like snippets of it. I can hear it perfectly in my head. Whoever it is, it's an artist with which I am not familiar. And apparently the first name for an artist with which I'm not familiar is Enrique Iglesias in my mind. The Darkest... Sure, let's try and do the Darkest Explorer. Fine. The one that I can't do, though, right now is I definitely should not... Ooh. No, I want the stats. I definitely shouldn't go for the challenge in the Eagle Temple yet, because it's going to rely on me going all the way to the end of the Eagle Temple. And I don't know if I've done that in the main series yet. Have I beaten the Dark Avatar of the Eagle? I can't even remember. I don't even remember if I've seen them. So after this, we'll go back to doing some non-challenge runs for a while. These are just really good for getting the early resources. And obviously, as they are timed events, like, hang on. Yeah, okay, we use this torch to, like, turn the lights back out. Interesting. Even the critical from that's not going to be enough. Hup. Okay. Yeah, as we were trying to get those early resources, it was quite useful, but also as I was... As they're timed events, I want to get as many of them done as quickly as possible so that I have time to get more events and do those. +1 dex just for turning down +20% base damage of the main weapon's mace. My main weapon is a mace, but it's not going to be for long because I really don't like the attack speed of maces. We should also have... Okay, we can't see, but the darkness is changing the speed at which I can roll. We have more invincibility frames in this roll, but it takes longer. We can't do them fast enough. And I think also I don't restore stamina on a perfect dodge with this modifier at the moment. So that is going to affect the way that we fight. We should probably stay a little bit further away from enemies, just for safety's sake. As you can see here as well, I'm swapping between my main and my two-hander. Can I light that? No, I can't light that. I guess it's really good that I have a heavy weapon because I'm not going to be able to light those pools that are going to reveal secret areas for us. Because those poison pools would explode and then reveal the secret. But they're not going to be able to right now. So I'll be able to do it myself instead. Charges weaken enemy. Take the 4% max health there that I don't need. Yeah, we'll go attributes. Getting a bunch of attributes early is super, super useful. All right, that's recording again. Phew. Sorry about the pause there. Had a load of laundry on that I had to go and take out. I want to leave that wet laundry in the washing machine for a huge period of time. I want to wear mildew around the house. Alright. Check down in the other direction first, just in... Whoa! Actually, in case. This is actually an area. But is it the right area to go to? That looks like an open fighting arena. Excuse me. Bit of a sneeze there. This is an open fighting arena with 2 torches in the middle, I guess. Yeah. Mayhaps I should have stuck with the other one. Yeah, this seems like it definitely gave us very few rewards. Okay. This one I'm familiar with. So because I'm going to be using my heavy weapon in 2 weapons time, I'm going to quickly finish you off and then leave my heavy weapon to hit this enemy because that will be able to guard break them if they had tried to go down and summon a vermin. Like, sure, I could hit them and guard break them without the plus 50% damage, but what if I did it with the plus 50% damage instead? Wouldn't that be better? Nice. Cutting through all of them. And there's a secret room here that we wouldn't have been able to access except for using the enemy's vermin, but I can do it anyway. Thank you, heavy weaponry. Getting the 5 greed kills there, as well as a chest. Finding... Ooh! Plus 30% damage while in darkness. Yeah, that one we'll use to replace the base weapon. See, I was just holding out for a better one when I didn't take that first dagger that was offered to us. I find it really, really, really rare that I ever avoid just getting both of the stats. Like, maybe if it's going to give me the final curse, if I use my blood for it, I would consider, and ultimately probably neglect to turn it away. Just gonna load that with as many double negatives as I can. I just want it to be, you know, a test of comprehension to listen to me speak. Alright, where are we going with this? Let's open up with the 2-handed weapon. It's a heavy weapon, it's slow, but had a remarkably quick kill there. Kill with that one, and then yeah, I'm pretty sure that if we kept the combo going the entire time, we were going to be able to get the kill with the Slaver's Mace against normal Plaguebringer. We did that in the other room just moments prior, so we had kind of proof of concept right there. Like, I'm more vulnerable in the light, but I feel like I'm more likely to take damage if I take the time to try and turn the lights out than if I just focus on hitting the enemies. Like, the big incentive to try and turn the lights out is extra damage on the dagger, but I'm not using that. Oh, each greed kill removes a corruption. Thank you. Oh, that's a powerful relic right there. Now, even more so than before, I need to hit all of these greed kills. Tamok and Yatz's favors. Sure, we get a corruption, but whatever. We're going to get a corruption eventually anyway. Fungal awareness. Spiked mushrooms automatically trigger their attack if you stand near them. I typically path very far away from them because I expect my enemies to try and attack me and in doing so hit the fungal growth, and then suddenly I have to dodge fungal growth! Oh my god. Slow heavy weapon attack as well as that AoE attack going down on the ground. Wasn't keen on that. You know what? I think I'm not going to be skillfully adapting in this room. Using heavy weapons against those enemies when they have such a fast wind-up on their attack, it's just not ideal, I don't think. Beautiful. 14 greed kill stacks there. That's money. Now that's money. 10 greed stacks is not cool. You know what is cool? 14. greed stacks. It's the same weapon! Stop offering me just the same weapon every time! What we really want is a main weapon here. Two-handed weapon, and it's a spear, and it does plus 30% critical damage, plus 10% base damage, and plus 1% damage. Yeah, I'll offer the blood for that. Fine. Curse me again. See if I can. This spear will automatically crit if we stand at the right range. We have the ability to upgrade it in the next room. So it gets to a level 3 weapon, which makes it automatically worthwhile even for the next floor. Plus 10% base damage as well as plus 20% crit damage. These are just great modifiers for this weapon to have. Like, if anything was going to convince me to not try and skillfully adapt as often as I otherwise would try, it would be a weapon like this. Like, I'm clearly going to continue trying to skillfully adapt there. But this weapon almost convinced me not to. And that's got to be seen for something. Although now I've lost my heavy weapon, and I'm pretty sure that... No, there's not a breakable wall there, thank heck. Whew, would have felt bad about that. All right, upgrade a weapon. With blood. I know. We're spending so much corruption early. I know. But, in my defense, I want to. In my defense, that's my prerogative. Other curses are unknown as long as this one's not lifted. So what is the other one again? What was the other one that I had? Oh god, I've totally forgotten. Fungal awareness. It was mushrooms will know that we're there if we're standing too close. If we stand too close to them, they'll just start attacking. Oh. Okay. Whew. That's all I needed. I just needed to make sure that I got the big boy down. This mace. Nope. I'll take the healing, which will do nothing. I'll take the golds over that. Our main weapon really sucks. Okay. So we don't do skillful adaptation unless it's super easy until our main weapon is not garbage trash sent from hell. Like a... Tell us how you really feel about that weapon, Raps. Feel like I'm being as clear as I can. No! How'd you... How? I was so far away! I mean, like, I'll take anything that amps our damage to poison, but that doesn't mean I take a secondary poison weapon. It just means I would utilize the spear more. Plus 40 or highest attribute. Yes. It's plus 8% damage. And it's also plus 4% damage on the spear, because the spear also has plus 1 base percent per... plus 1 base damage per dex, on top of the 2 base damage per dex it gets usually. Now, to get this enemy to drop their special weapon... Oops. I gotta not roll here. Gotta remember not to roll. To get this enemy to drop their special weapon, I would have to have them on fire as they die. The problem with that is our torch currently doesn't light enemies. So I'm just going to try and stay at max range and constantly crit. There's no extra consideration to make in this fight. So just in case anyone was wondering, when they saw me beat this boss the couple times I've already done it on camera for this series. If anyone was wondering, because I was making very clear that I wanted ranged weapons for this fight. You can totally handle this fight without ranged weapons. It's not a requirement. Dark Mysteries we need to get rid of more than Fungal Awareness. Because if the next one comes up and it's god-awful, I need to know. Nope. Not better than the Spear. Negative 20% to gold offering cost as well as 3 dex. But if I offer it, I get 2 Constitution. No, I'm taking the 3 dex. As well as the negative gold offering cost. Because, yeah, I'm going to be trying to offer gold a bunch of times here. Okay, so if this didn't start in a healing path, this would be the best path, but it does, so this is. We're going to go gold, then we're going to go for a challenge room in order to get more gold, then we're going to go gold, then we're going to go for a weapon upgrade and a relic. Fool's Bounty. Opening a gold chest now inflicts corruption. Gold chests contain more gold. I mean, we've been inviting a bunch of corruption into our lives so far. We have one anti-corruption source in the deck, which I really, really value having there. Hey, nice. So there was an elite in that room. We still gave him the what for. Even without plus 30% damage against elite champions and bosses. Which means that our weapons are good. Our damage is very good right now. Not that that was something that I was kind of debating. That's something of which I was quite certain. But it is nice to have it confirmed by an external source, such as the game itself. Oh, that attack was really bad. Alright. Dealt with that Crystal Skull effectively. However, I've got to remember, I'm bad at dealing with those, as there are a lot of enemies on the map. So if I ever see a Crystal Skull again, what I really need to do is prioritize every other enemy on the map, then get the Crystal Skull, at least until I'm more comfortable dealing with them. I think someone told me that they would change slightly between my last season and now. I'm not certain how they were changed. Also, it is possible, I guess, that I just misinterpreted someone's comment. Yeah, we're going to miss out on the green kill here, but that's fine. Oh, Alchemist's Fire Stick. What? It gives 2 Constitution to turn down, so I'd be fine doing it. But Alchemist's Fire Stick kills make enemies drop twice as much gold. +1 base damage per point of perception. It's a ranged weapon. God, I am going to take it, actually. And the big reason that I will be taking it here is that it is a ranged weapon. I mean, also, there is a large competitive part of why I'm taking it, that I can get plus 50% damage on it, making it easier to kill enemies with it and then try and farm gold out of them. Yeah, sure. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Oh, does it count the... Wait. That one. I'll take the corruption for this. 15? For a weapon I don't want? Oh, but then I immediately remove the corruption. Well, at least 7 of it. 8 of it, rather. The matchstick. Is that amplifying the greed kill damage as well? Because if it is, then it's ridiculous in a certain build, the Reptilian Hunger build that we will eventually get to. Quickly turn those out. Because if I am going to take a fight, a damage in any fight, it'd be this one. Yeah, that was damage, definitely. Damn it, the enemy stunned me. I was trying to use the trap. 900 and I took a bunch of damage in that room. Yeah, I don't know if that was worth it. But, alright. Our relic set needs to get a lot better. They are very low rent, low tier, low power. Nothing up here that I need to get before I go in the other direction, is there? Oh wow, I can go in the other direction freely. So maybe this is where I need to go first to get the gold and then go back in the other direction. No, the other one is definitely a dead end. At least it appears that way to me now. Okay, that's kind of annoying. This enemy is going to constantly duck back into their shell and summon 2 champion vermins a lot of the time as well, so I don't know if I am going to be able to kill them with the flint block. Never mind, we did it. Plus 30% damage in darkness. Yeah, of course that's great for us. My god. Plus damage in darkness is ridiculous for us, in fact. That's so unfortunate. We're not going to be able to access that without a heavy weapon. Can go down here, but that's not going to help us, right? Don't think it will. That was poorly managed on my part. I left myself out of stamina and without the ability to roll. Negative 10 to the gold offering cost as well as 2 decks. Yes, happy to have picked that up. We're taking a lot of corruption here, though. Got to keep an eye on that. Once we get to, like, the 3rd curse, which is extremely soon on the horizon, we're about at the level where I really can't afford to take any more curses or even blood offerings. Also, I do have a bunch of money that I can just spend. Although I did get a lot of that money after I'd spent all of the rest of my corruption, so still think we're fine. Gonna wait for you to not be parrying anymore before I attack you. Boom. Taking that gold, thank you. And back again to the champion weapon. Okay. Maybe go relic, upgrade the scorpion spear, and then go for a weapon to try and replace our main hand. We have one more reroll we can do. So it's not like that's impossible for us. Hang on. Is that not going to be enough? Okay, fine. All's well that ends well. I just wanted to make sure that I got that kill with the actual match pistol, because the enemy was elite, so I'm not even certain on this, but the enemy was elite, so I imagine they drop more money. So therefore, I imagine hitting them with the matchstick and getting the kill would be super effective. Maybe not, though. Maybe there is some mitigating factor I'm overlooking. Just attack weakens enemies, and then we'll take the 125 on that. Ooh, parry. This is not just parry shield. Although it is a parry shield. It's also negative 10% damage taken just when I have this weapon out. But you have this weapon out whenever you have your main weapon out. I'm taking that over the pistol. Trying to manage jumping back and forth between the pistol, I think, is going to cause me to take a lot more damage than I really want to be taking. Also, I like having parry frames. Find them really useful. I really need a weapon that does extra damage against elite champions and bosses, though. Okay, good. Managed to roll through that poison without getting poisoned so that I could get the crystal skull. Perfect dodges restore 1 more stamina. I think restores that. They should still restore stamina with that. Ooh, but each greed kill removes the corruption. Helps me handle my corruption even better. I think I have to take the Ring of Purity here. It's also 6 perception, which I'm not sad to have. More gold. Makes it easier for us to not use corruption in the future as well. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, Raps. Remember what you said about prioritizing other enemies over the Crystal Skull, and then execute. Beautiful. Well handled, bud. No! Okay, bad rolls. I would wager that I was, like, just outside on every single one of the hits the enemy did there. Bad rolls on my part. Parry. Ooh, thank heck the finish is staggered there. Really thought the enemy was already going to be dead. I'll remove that for 8% max health. I really need a couple more of those for healing. Upgrade the Scorpion Spear, 100%. That's a lot more damage on it. Also going to take a sip of my coffee. Ah, lovely. Caramel latte, because I love caramel and I like sweet things, with oat milk. It's a very hipstery drink, yes, I understand, but also it's hipstery because my tummy decided recently that it doesn't tolerate milk anymore, which is heartbreaking for me. So, when I was a youngin', a wee one, when I was going through puberty, I was hitting some pretty spectacular growth spurts, as you might imagine. I'm a 6'4" man now, so I needed a lot of nutrients, and I didn't know that I needed those, but my body knew it was hungry, right? So I would come home from school and I would eat like a loaf of bread, as well as 2 cans of baked beans, as well as drink at least a liter of milk, if not 2. All of that was to contextualize, I used to drink a hell of a lot of milk. It is heartbreaking for me to have become lactose intolerant. I just... I want my tolerance back. But I know it doesn't work that way. Once you lose it, you don't get it back. Each kill restores 1 more stamina. Those are really good, Feathered Spear, but obviously not as good as a current spear. +1 base damage per point of perception. We're only finding Slaver's maces. I really don't want that. It's a slow weapon. I'll re-roll. I mean, yes. This is a Talon, so it's a claw main weapon. Restores health. Has +20% base damage if your secondary weapon's a shield. It is. Has +30% damage against poisoned enemies, which we do constantly. I could scarcely have asked for a better weapon for me. Also, it contrasts against the not super slow speed of a spear. The spears are quite quick, but they're still a 2-handed weapon, so they're still slower than main weapons most of the time. So we have like a fast fighting style and a slow fighting style. We're covered across the board. I love it. Nice try on that. should try and parry one of these. No! I shouldn't try and parry it out of necessity because I left myself short on stamina, though. I should try and parry it when I'm in a good position to do so. There we go. Let's stop being hyper-aggressive there for a second. And now that the enemy is being hyper-aggressive to us, this is when we just get out of dodge. I'll tell you why I was out of stamina. I didn't think I was out of stamina. Because I was expecting to be restoring with perfect rolls my stamina. Which obviously I'm not. That is the point of this challenge, or one of the points of this challenge. Stay away from me. Whoa! I thought you had to do 2 attack waves before you... Okay. Yikes, we might not actually make it all the way through this challenge. I was kind of cockily confident coming in here. I need to tone that down. There you go. Now they're slow again, thankfully. I don't think it's time for me to test out my parries again. I think it's time to just finish the fight. Good lord! Oh, okay, I need to use my main weapon as much as I can because it has 1% health restore. Chest contain more gold. Yeah, I don't want to have to avoid opening gold chests. Lightning attacks, no. I don't want to whip there. Plus 100% to all healing effects as well as 7 dex. Yes, on that one. Probably more than Hierophant's Pendant. Just because the others are also providing effects that I really, really want at that time. Gosh, I guess I'm actually going for healing. Don't like it. Not even a bit. Blood offerings don't cost corruption. They cost health instead. If I had more healing. Oof. Costs us 20 corruption there to get back to full HP. But honestly, if I can make it to the final boss with full HP, I'm not actually super good at the final boss in the Serpent Temple either. I think I fought them like 5 times. Right. It tracked me the entire time. So rude. These enemies are just blocking all of my attacks. What are you doing? The base version of that enemy can't do that. Okay, we got the prophetess down at least. Okay, one more down. And then I want to try and focus on using my secondary weapon as much as I can to try and heal back up. Sorry, my secondary weapon. I'm actually referring to my main weapon as my secondary weapon now just because it's not the spear that I love. It's a claw, and I'm still calling it my secondary. Such disrespect. Very little money out of that, unfortunately. I'm probably going to go relic, upgrade. I could actually peer off to the left and then go for the attribute and then another relic. That seems pretty good too. All right, I'm not going to make my decision yet. We'll make it at the end of the room. There may be additional information that affects our decision that we find over that time. Maybe. Remember the thing I said to do? I totally just didn't do it there. I was very clear about what to do and what not to do. Ooh, plus 100% healing effects as well. More dex. Yeah, all right. We're going to lose the Greek Hills to remove 1 corruption. That's not going to work, is it? I don't think this can open that door. Yeah, it just hit immediately at that door. It's not going to be able to open it then. Dang. So I was going to have to use Vermin to get it open myself. So I heal plus 166%. So that is, what? 2.66% of my max health every time I kill with this main weapon. Cool. I just really don't like having to evade these traps with the slow roll that I currently have. Like, yeah, it has more invincibility frames, but it changes the timing. So my muscle memory is suddenly invalid. I can't even go across there. I can't light those up. So I would have to take poison damage to get across. See, there I was like, no, I've walked out of the way of that. But remember what happened a couple episodes ago, Raps. These fungal beasts hit from downtown. They don't care where you are. Okay. Now is the time to remember the important lessons I learned previously about these skulls. Ari, how to fight them. Beautiful. So there was a relic earlier that offered the ability to give us one... Ooh, one sec. We'll talk about it in just a sec here. Because these are all really good. Plus 55% crit damage is huge. Let's go for this one. Lowering the gold offering cost. That matters, but it should matter less now. We don't have that many shops left. We can go for 2 more upgrades. God, we actually do have shops left. It's just I may end up paying corruption for them instead. Or health, because we're paying health rather than corruption. Interesting. I was in the middle of saying a thing, but I forgot it. Ow. No hit. No be mean to me. There we go. We kept our best practices in mind. Now we get to benefit. I just want to make sure that I get some kills with that to get back up to full HP. How is that vermin not staggered by that hit? Excuse me, that makes no sense. I would like the health back. Refund my HP, please. So if we're healing 2.66%, yeah, 53. Hell yeah. I should upgrade the one that I can afford right now and then pay... No, I should have paid blood now if I'm ever going to pay blood. That was the solution. Pay blood now if I'm ever going to play blood, because I don't want to pay blood directly before going into the boss fight, because I can't heal in the boss fight. I can only heal off of killing enemies with my weapon right now, and I'm not going to be killing enemies in the boss fight. I'm going to be killing enemy, singular, in the boss fight, and it's going to be the boss. Hence the name, the boss fight, rather than the boss's fight, or the boss gauntlet, even possibly. I'm not going to go for all of the gold in this area just because of the slow rolls and the fact that I would really need to be able to quickly roll if I'm going to be able to avoid these traps. Consistently, that is. Having not gotten stamina back on a lot of perfect rolls. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Not a fun experience. Get my HP back, please. Game. Give me a room full of easy enemies to finish off. Got a spear with a restore of 12% of our base health. Really? Huh. That's an elite! I figured I was just gonna quickly, instantly kill the skull at the start. You know, the thing that I keep saying not to do. But it's an elite, so of course, that's a lot harder. So sick of you. I'm just gonna parry you. I tried to parry. It may have been an automatic parry that actually hit the enemy there. I don't know. Because I thought my parry timing was off. Like, I thought I shouldn't have parried that, but I did. Alright. Let's go up here. Push you away. Push you away again. Same one line down. Got to remember that this enemy has the rolls. Hoppa. Let's try. When I was saying the rolls, what I was meaning was they have an attack where they attack 2 times in a row. That one, there we go. Literally both of them did it at exactly the time, kind of as if to demonstrate the thing I was just mentioning. Appreciate it. Okay, well, both of them are crystal skulls, so I can't leave them until the end. What I can do is leave the champion one until the end. Quite easily, in fact. This run would be ridiculously wealthy if I had the excess healing turns into gold still. Then you go up. Walk out, kill him. Because I'd just be using the main hand weapon consistently and just getting 53 gold from almost every enemy I kill. I mean, is that good? 53 gold from every enemy you kill? Is that like a lot? I don't think that's a huge amount. Probably going to use the Scorpion Spear a lot in the next fight. So it'll get my upgrade. Alright, boss. I actually could have paid corruption for that and it wouldn't have mattered. Because it wouldn't have gotten me to the next corruption level and I've got the boss fight anyway, so... Should have just paid the corruption, I guess? If we lose by 350 health, we'll know why. Hello! Now, this enemy is just going to make our life hell with summons. We have to kill all of them. I can't remember why. I just remember that it's important you kill the summons in this fight. I mean, it might be, you know, to limit the amount of damage you take and stuff like that. Limit the complexity of each roll. But I remember there being like a particularly... Oh, yes. If I don't kill them, the enemy eats them and it gets all the HP back, so... Let's try and kill them as best we can. God, I would have so much stamina due to perfect rolls here. Gotta say, Cadaverous Infestation isn't helping us much either. Also, it makes the enemy vulnerable and stuns them for a bit to lose all of their summons. Stop. No! Okay, I got out of the way. Stop! Stop! Stop stacking damage on me, please! Oh my god, the Cadaverous Infestations as well as the limitation of our mana. Mana. Not mana. It's a different resource, Raps. Stamina! There you go. There's your new phase. I think I just have to have full stamina before I ever engage with the enemies again. No! What? I thought he was stunned because I killed all the... We still got a lot of crystal skulls at the absolute least. And that was the goal there. Ah. All right, that's one that I definitely won't farm off camera. Need to complete it on camera at the absolute least. We'll get you. Ah, just really, really rough curses near the end there as well. Dang. But with that, we have unlocked Serpent's Bounty. Yeah, let's take Serpent's Bounty there. And then drop that over Unquenchable Thirst. So Serpent's Bounty is non-optional champions and bosses drop 5 pieces of gear instead of 2 upon defeat. So now I can try and use... Basically on the first area, I will not get any weapons. And then after I kill the boss, they will drop a weapon which may have been of higher quality. And then I try and roll out from there. It's going to be a good basis from which to get started. But for the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Curse of the Dead Gods. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There is a playlist in the description down below with all my content, the game, past, present, future, and hopefully we'll see you next time.